Hey girl, hey, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Welcome to my channel. If you couldn't already tell by the title, today we are going to be talking about everything intention setting for 2023. If you are like me, then you have not quite gotten to the point where you have created your vision board and you have all your goals listed out for 2023. And that's okay. This is a safe space. This is a community, okay? And I am here for you. Thank you so much for showing up for me. But we are going to be talking about all of my intentions, just giving a kind of broad overview of my mindset and all of the things that I'm hoping for broadly for 2023 as I kind of achieve this look. So if you're interested in how I achieve this look and interested in knowing what my intentions are, I hope that you continue by watching this video. I am sure that there are some nuggets in here for you. And so with that, girl, go ahead and take out your makeup. Go ahead and get you something to drink. Go ahead and get you a pen, maybe, you know what I mean? And let's have fun. So without further ado, thank you for watching. Let's roll it to the video. I can't believe we're recording our first YouTube video, y'all. It has been such a long time coming. I am super excited. I cannot believe it. I guess we can just go ahead and get right in. So, hey girl, hey. I am just warming myself up, okay? Getting ready for the camera, getting ready for my debut. Action. Y'all remember when Beyoncé in her documentary and it was her in the bathroom and she was just like, I hope those who get it, get it. Anyway, I have y'all right here. I have my mirror right here. I have all of my products and things here because we're gonna have a little chit chat. Let me cut my ring light mirror on. Today, we are going to be talking about our intentions for 2023. I know we're a little bit late, but you know, we're doing our own thing. Who says that you have to have it all together by January 1st? I'll wait, because I don't. So here we are. I wanted to create a video where I felt like I could just talk to the camera and y'all get to know me a little bit because I've had a YouTube channel for years. I think I created my channel in 2015. It is now 2023. You do the math. And I've only posted maybe 3 videos. I've posted 3 videos. I've posted a video a long time ago. It was like my first get ready with me natural makeup type of video. And then I posted another video. I did like an on the run type of look, trying to do my makeup really quick, like just sticking to the basics. And I recently as in last year, 2022, posted a vlog that was like an hour long. So I've just been trying to get it together. I have so much video content that I have recorded that I just never, ever published. And in 2023, I want to break that. I want to stop that. So I decided that what better way to start my channel, to restart my channel, by just having a sit down, chit chat, get ready with me type of thing. We're going to just be doing a little bit of makeup, nothing too much because we're in the house, but we want to feel cute. We want to be cute. I have just gotten to setting my intentions for 2023. Based on 2022, I had so much reflecting to do because I don't know about you, but 2022 really just beat my ass. Like, I don't know, was that the case for anybody else? I feel like the year started off so well. And now I see how this is a bit challenging for YouTubers, okay? Because I'm still talking and I haven't done anything. Let me do my brows first. 2022 just really kicked my ass. Like, I set out, what's funny is that I set out in 2022 with the best of intentions. I had so many goals. I was fired up. I was ready. I was prepared. I had my mind right. I knew what I wanted to achieve. I knew what I wanted to do. I had so many ambitious goals and I was ready for it. Where's my eyebrow pencil? So what was I saying? Okay, I'm gonna need something a little bit closer because I can't see. But yeah, I felt like 2022, I just had the best of intentions And it didn't take long for me to realize how underprepared I was for the years to come, and how, although I had the best of intentions and goals, it just did not go as planned, like, at all. This pencil is a bit, even though it's dark brown, it's a bit light for me. I usually do my eyebrows like in the color espresso, so something a little bit more black than brown. This is definitely giving more brown than black, but we're gonna make it do what it do. So yeah, so 2022, child, by February, I was done. By February, I was tired. I was exhausted. By the end of February, I felt like somebody had beat me to a pulp. I felt so tired. I felt so overwhelmed. I felt so just like, what is happening? Because it's only February, child. Like, girl, we didn't even make it to March. We didn't even make it till, the end of Q1. And I'm already tired. Like, how does that happen? What is this? This is black brown. Child, this is the one that I needed. I don't understand how you can prepare and set up. Again, getting to my point of 2022. I set up, I put out all the things, and it was right here, but I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. And such is life. Such is my life. If I could try to blend this out. I don't want super dark eyebrows. I want them to be very natural, like everybody does. But yes, so long story short, 2022 just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I lasted 2 months, and by March, I was done. I had nothing left to give. And, soon after, not too long after after February 2022, life just started to really beat my ass. It was like literally one thing after another. Like, anything that could have gone wrong went wrong. Anything that could have gone left went left. And I was just outside, just a mess, trying to recoup. So from March until December of 2022, I was just trying my best to cope. I was just trying my best to make it to the end, just to make it to the end, like, really, honestly, truly. And here we are. We are in February 2023. So it's been a whole year since of, me starting my healing process, my healing journey, to get back to me, to get back to Sierra, and also in the process redefining who I am. I feel like I've gone through such a interesting point, because last year 2022 was also when I turned 30. Okay, for my girls who are 30, hey girl, hey. All my 92 babies, hey girl, hey. And what I thought would be an exceptional, beautiful year turned out to be an exceptional, beautiful year, but not in the way that I thought. I thought that I would walk into a year where I was more confident, more sure, more ready to elevate. And it ended up being the year where everything around me pretty much collapsed, where everything around me, including myself, was on the table, was on the auction block. I was questioning who I was a lot. I was questioning whether or not the path that I was on was the correct path for me. There were so many things that happened to me that were out of my control that just made me really start to wonder and get deep in my spirituality about just like life in general, and my purpose, my passions, what I'm here for. Why is it that everything around me is crumbling when I've worked so hard to get to where I want to be at that point? Like, why is it all just falling apart? And that was a really hard pill to swallow. It was tough, because I don't know about you or if anybody else can relate, but when you spend your whole life or majority of your life going down a certain path, to then have everything that you've worked and built and fought for just tumble, and it be something not because you did something wrong necessarily, but because life be lifing. And it just so happens that, you come to a point where you now have the opportunity to kind of reassess and re-question and think about what it is that you really, really want. It hurts. It hurts really bad, and it's tough. It sounds, oh yeah, I have opportunity to like change and do da 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 da. But like, when you actually are sitting in it, that shit ain't cool. It does not feel good to 30 be like, I have no idea what is going on in my life. And I'll speak more maybe about what 22 was for me, because I really feel like there are a lot of nuggets that I can unpack and share that somebody else might be going through. Granted, I am still working through my ish. Okay, I am not a professional yet, but I feel like it would be really good for conversation and just to share like how sometimes you just don't have it together, and sometimes things are out of your control. Like what and how you respond to those things that are out of your control is really what makes the difference. And I feel like a lot of people kind of like talk around the process of healing, the process of growing. And it's like, yeah, you look at growth or you talk about growth in such a positive way. And it is, at the end of the day, it is. But that day to day, what your life really looks like, it's not pretty. It is not pretty. It is not aesthetic. It is not giving what it's supposed to have gave. It's not giving what it's supposed to have gave. And I just want everybody and their mama to know that, okay? Because we was looking very raggedy. We was looking raggedy, okay? We was looking tired, like every day, okay? It was not cute. It was not cute. It was ghetto. It was really, really ghetto, okay? 1 out of 10, highly do not recommend. However, it's worth it. And so here we are, 2023. We're here at 2023. And like I said, I'm still very much so in the middle of like my healing, growing process right now. But I'm starting to feel a lot more like myself. This is the first time that I felt more like myself in a long time. I lie to you not. I kid you not. And I have never been clinically diagnosed as depression, so I don't want to say that I was depressed, especially for those who have been clinically diagnosed with depression. I'm very sensitive to that. But what I experienced last year was pretty close to being depressed. I did have a mental health counselor. I had a therapist. Shout out to all therapists, especially Black women who are therapists, because it made such a difference to be able to talk to somebody who could validate my experience and validate everything that I had been going through. At the time that I was in therapy, I never got assessed for depression, but when I talked to her about it, she did say that it sounded like depression. So again, just wanted to put that out there because I'm very sensitive to all things mental health, and I just don't want anybody to feel like, oh girl, just because you had a bad day don't mean you're depressed. Like, I'm depressed. Like, I know what it really means to be depressed. Girl, you got it. I'm not trying to fight you at all. It's taken a long time for me to fight my way through to get to where I am now. And I am, like I said, nowhere near where I want to be. But today is a stepping stone in the right direction. Me recording this video is a stepping stone in the right direction. Me exuding this type of energy is a stepping stone in the right direction. And I'm just really proud of myself for even setting up, to record. And I applaud anybody who had a really tough year last year, who's putting in effort and making strides to turn their life around. No matter what happened to you, whether it was in your control or out of your control, I just really applaud anybody who has ever had to pick themselves up, because my God, it is not easy. It is not easy. And I feel for anybody who is currently going through it right now, because it is not easy. It is not easy having to pick yourself back up again. Like, the struggle be real. The struggle be real. And yes, you have your community to lean on. Yes, you should lean on your community if you have people around you who care about you and love you. If you don't, highly encourage you to find that community. But it's really hard when you feel like, yeah, I have friends, but what can my friends do for me? At the end of the day, I still have to decide. I still have to choose. And sitting with that is a lot, because at the end of the day, I am solely responsible for my life. I am the master of my destiny. And on a day where I don't feel like I got it, I still have to choose to want and do better. Child. What I wish somebody would have told me was that adulting was exhausting, because it is. It is. It is a scam. It is the biggest scam of life, because I thought being grown meant, I'm about to eat what I want. I'm about to do what I want. I'm about to be outside. I'm about to be cute all the time. I don't have nobody to answer to. Child, y'all forgot the part about the bills. You forgot about the part where don't nobody care about your feelings. Unless you have a therapist, they care. They care. You forgot about the part where you have to sometimes suck it up and do what you have to do, not what you want to do most of the time. You forgot about the part where life be lifing, and though you prepare, prep, and plan, life gonna do what it's gonna do. So yeah, I just want my money back, but we here now. I refuse. I'm not leaving here without something. I'm not leaving here without something. So again, brings me back to present day and wanted just to have a conversation around, you know, what my intentions are for 2023. I really, for 2023, want to focus on my mindset. I feel like that is the biggest thing. I have come to realize that it really is, life really is what you make it. And what you make it, what you do depends on the thoughts that you have. Your thoughts, your thoughts, how do I want to say this? Dictate what you do in life. What you think, how you think, your perspective really, really makes a difference. And for a long time, actually, I won't even say for a long time, because again, I'm still working through this. So I don't want to sound like I've made it, because I have not. But I do recognize that how I talked to myself, girl, problematic, extremely problematic. Does it look blended, y'all? I can't see, I can't tell. And I don't want to put this mirror right in y'all face like that, because I don't want to be rude, because it's like our first time kind of chit-chatting. But I can't tell if my eyebrows are blended. I don't know. Would y'all tell me if they weren't? Am I looking crazy? Is it me? We're gonna come back to the eyebrows, child. We'll move on. But what I was saying was, I really want to work on my mindset. And I've come to realize just how negative my mind is sometimes when it comes to issues that relate to me. I'm working on my mindset. Cause y'all hear that, right? The devil, he be working. I have come to realize, like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, how negative my mind is when it comes to self-talk. Like, I have not been kind to myself. Like, I have not been nice to myself. I have not been a good friend to myself. I have not been rooting for myself. I have not been the best team player. I have doubted myself. And yes, all those things are natural. I'm just going to put a little bit more. I'm not trying to do the most, but we here now. And I'm just using the Morphe Skin Tint. I really love this stuff. But I have not been the nicest person to myself when it comes to how I think about myself, how I assess my own abilities and capabilities. I have doubted many times over who I am and what I'm capable of. I haven't pushed myself. I have pushed myself, but I haven't pushed myself at the same time to... This is just rude, y'all. This is just rude. I really hate this for me, because what is going on? Okay, we're back. I keep getting interrupted and losing my train of thought. I'm so sorry. What was I saying? I haven't been nice to myself. I haven't pushed myself into... I've pushed myself, but I haven't pushed myself into trusting who I am and believing in who I am and showing up as Sierra in her most authentic form. I've felt like I've had to follow a script in a sense and measure myself against the best of the best and measure myself against people who are experts, you know what I mean? When I'm just starting out, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still kind of young, child. Like, 30 is young, okay? 30 is the new 25. I'm gonna just let y'all know that, period. So for all the girlies who are like, oh my God, I'm about to be 30, I'm about to be 30, I'm 26, I'm getting closer to 30, girl. It's like being in your 20s, honestly, for real. I really don't think your 30s, like all they say about your 30s, really kick in until about 32. Because right now I feel like I am still trying to figure out what the hell is going on. But yeah, so I realized I just wasn't nice to myself. I wasn't thinking positively. I wasn't affirming myself. I was being really hard on myself. I was being very critical of myself. I'm a very ambitious person, have been in the past. I've had, though I realized through therapy, a very toxic relationship with productivity though. For me, if I'm not doing something, I feel unproductive. I feel like I'm wasting time. I feel like I am not progressing or moving forward. But I've had to learn the difference between actually being productive and just being busy. And for a while, I felt like if I wasn't doing something, aka just being busy and just like doing stuff, then I'm not moving, anywhere closer to where I want to be. And I would beat myself up for not getting things done or not pushing myself even harder to like do stuff. And low key, high key, last year I found myself in a damn burnout and have since been trying to recover from that. And with that, just again, wasn't nice to myself, wasn't giving myself the grace that I needed, wasn't giving myself the patience that I needed, wasn't rooting for myself or being a friend to myself while I was going through my challenging time. And it really makes a difference. It really makes a difference. Where's my concealer? I'm using the matching concealer, the Skin Tint or Hide and Peak concealer. This is in the shade Peak of Tawny. It's a correlating shade with the hint of ginger. So it's not going to be a bright under eye or concealer, just something very natural. As you can see, something that kind of blends with the actual foundation or skin tint, whatever you want to call it. But I am going to add a little bit of this Maybelline Fit Me concealer just for a little bit of contrast, because what's the point of having a little bit of concealer, child, if you can't see it? Bring some life back into my eyes. I'm not really going to do too much. Like, I'm not going to conceal the forehead or the chin and all the thing, or the nose, because I'm just going to be in the house. Actually, I lied. I'm going to just do a little bit right here. Just a little bit. Not too much. Because I'm going to be in the house. And I don't really plan on going anywhere unless somebody want to come get me, because my car is in the shop, child. Don't you love it? Adulting. So back to what I was saying. One of my goals for this year is to work on my mindset. I want to be more positive. Like, I want to be more positive. I want to sit in who I know that I am. And for those who are not religious, that's fine. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. But I really just want to focus in and zone in on what God says about me and who I am, and how I'm the head and not the tail, and how I don't have to worry, and how I'm victorious. I'm a conqueror. That's the devil, okay? Because we're trying to get into praise and worship, and he is messing up, okay? He is interfering with the message that I'm trying to give right now, and I don't appreciate it. I really want to fill myself with reminders of who I am and not let life define who I am, not let life circumstances define or dictate how I show up in life. Like, I'm going to always win, because the Bible says that I'm victorious. I never have to settle. I am given grace every day. You know what I mean? So I don't have to beat myself up. I don't have to be hard on myself or remind myself constantly of all the things that I've messed up, or, all the things that I've messed up, or all the balls that I have dropped. I don't have to do that. And I don't have to not like myself. I don't have to punish myself, because if God's forgiven me, then child, what is you doing? Like, what are you doing? So I really want to sit and resonate and meditate on those things, because they really impact how you see and view yourself. I can already tell like the difference in how I show up in the day. When I take the time to kind of like, if not read a scripture, read a devotional. If not read a devotional, read some pages of a book or journal and reflect and pray. Like, it makes a difference. And so all those things help me in changing my perspective and changing the way I look at life. Like, I feel like I'm just getting to a point where I'm starting to recognize and receive and accept how all of the things that happened in 2022 for me weren't things that happened for the worst, because all things work for my good, you know? Like, be able to just like speak truth to power, like really speak truth to power, like speak God's truth to power. Like, I don't have to cave in. I don't have to be scared or afraid, because he goes with me. You know what I mean? He's made a way for me. So I'm not trying to take y'all to church or nothing like that, but I will if I need to, if it's on my heart now, like I said, because we will serve the Lord. However, I really think that, you know, even if you don't identify as Christian or, you know, whatever, you don't believe in God, there are still life principles that kind of say the same thing. The devil just do not want me to talk, child. Okay, as soon as I start talking about the spirit and God, he's like, no. And, you know, I don't appreciate that, but it's okay, because we go on. But I want to focus more on that. I say all of that to say, I really want to focus on things that feed my soul, things that feed my mind in a positive way, and not look at things as, oh, like something has been taken away from me, but, oh, I have an opportunity here. You know, that was taken away from me, but maybe that's not actually what I need. Maybe I need to be focusing on X, Y, and Z. Thank you for taking away X, Y, and Z so that I can now pivot and focus on what really matters. So just like being able to like see the good in everything. And that's not to say that life like is not trash sometimes, because it absolutely is, basura. However, there's so much to be thankful and grateful for. And if I can just continue to focus on all the things that I have as opposed to all the things that I don't have, I feel like, you know, I'm going to be great. I'm going to be good. You know what I mean? We're going to be good. So that is the biggest thing that I want to focus on in 2023, because if I could just start to feed myself with positivity, then those things will come out. Those things will come out, and what you give, you get in return. What you sow, you reap. So if I'm sowing positivity, seeds of hope, seeds of faith, then I feel like all those things will come back to me. And that is really what I need. That's what we all need, child. Okay, the world needs love. What am I looking for? I don't think I want to do cream contour. I don't think I want to do cream contour because I'm going to be in the house. I could do a little more brightener under the eye though. It's crazy because I can't really see. Even with this mirror, it's not really showing me what I'm looking like. I'm just out here with vibes. I hope y'all tell me the truth. I hope y'all really are my friends and will tell me the truth if I'm looking crazy. Let's do under eyeliner. Let's let that sit a little bit. Maybe I will do a little cream contour while that just sits on my face. I'm just gonna do a little dot. Nothing too crazy, nothing too heavy. But yeah, I really feel like if I can just work on my mindset, girl, the sky's the limit. Actually, the sky isn't the limit. There are no limits. There are no limits. The gag is there are none. There are no restrictions. So yeah, I really just want to work on that. I saw a video yesterday. I was watching like Beyoncé documentaries on YouTube of just how she plans and prepares for tour. And I just got really inspired by that. I don't know what it was or what it is, but I just found everything that she was saying to be so true and so real. I felt like she was speaking from a place of vulnerability in showing how afraid she was of things, but how she still continues to push through things. I'm gonna let y'all know right now, this is a Beyonce stan account, okay? We are a part of the Beehive. There will be no Beyonce banter going on here, okay? There will be none. It is unacceptable. We are not having it, okay? Do not play with her, okay? Look, don't do it. Anyway, I just found everything that she was saying and how she said it to be so inspiring. Like, what I took away from that, and maybe I'll do a video on this, because you know, Beyonce mother really be teaching, and I just need the girls to really like tap into what she be saying, because she be looking cute while she do it, number one, but the lessons that she be teaching, low-key, powerful. To get to it, I just found like when she was talking about like her tour, like when she prepares for an album or when she prepares for tour, she takes the time to like look at, you know, what she's done in the past and kind of figure out what's the missing piece, and pushes herself to figure out how to create that. Like, she then comes up with these visions and things in her head and is able to somehow articulate and communicate all the things that are in her head to an audience, to a team, to help materialize what it is that she's thinking. And she knows and is very particular and specific about how she does what she does, because she cares. It matters. So it's not about perfection, though we know Beyonce has admitted to like having perfectionistic tendencies. I'm not really in support of being a perfectionist, because I've had my own toxic relationship with perfection. But I do think that there is something to be said about caring enough about who you are, whose you are, and what you do enough to want to always put your best out there. I think there's something to be said about not settling for less. Like, there was one point in one of the clips that I saw where a guy was like, she was like, oh, like, bring the piano on the stage. And a guy was like, oh, well, you know, we just put the piano on new wheels, so we can't really move it right now, or it's taking a long time. And she was like, okay, take the wheels off and get somebody to pick it up and put it on the stage. And I just thought that that was like so phenomenal. Like, something so simple and basic, but it highlights the fact that like where so many people would have just kind of succumbed to the circumstances, or kind of been like, okay, well, I guess I can't do this because the piano is not, you know, we can't move the piano fast enough. Okay, what is the alternative? How do we solve for X? You know what I mean? Like, okay, this is not the ideal situation. Yes, we would prefer to have the piano on wheels, but we're at a time crunch. Like, things need to be done. Get the piano on the stage. Like, not accepting no. Like, learning to not accept no. Learning to not be okay with mediocre. Like, that is just amazing. And doing it all in your own truth. Like, not looking at your competition, not looking at what anybody else is doing, but staying true to you. Like, taking the time to really sit with yourself, to really know yourself, and to be confident in yourself, and really like not asking for permission. As long as you know who you are and you know what it is that you want, you shouldn't have to settle for being anybody else other than yourself. Make people respect who you are, not you conform and be what everybody else wants you to be. No, that is not the goal, child. That is not the goal. That is not the goal. So I just found that so inspiring. And I'm like, how do you get to that point? Like, how do you become so bold to be yourself? Because we all out here trying different things. We see things, we see trends, and we're like, oh, like, I want to do that. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. Like, there is nothing wrong with trying new things. But I think we sometimes like have to question, like, why is it that I want to do this? Like, am I doing this because I want to be like somebody else? Or am I doing this because I think that's cute, or that might be fun, and I think I might enjoy that, or I think that might look good on me? Like, you know what I mean? You know, that takes a level of just like being able to really sit with yourself and know yourself, to be that confident to just do your own thing. And yes, it's scary. Being who you are sometimes is not easy. Showing up as your most authentic self is not easy. It can be very scary because you naturally like want to blend in. You naturally want to be unproblematic. You naturally want to just, you know, be cool. You want to blend in sometimes. You know what I mean? You don't want to stand out, or you don't want to look like that person is like, why are they doing all of that? You know what I mean? But that's what it takes. That is literally what it takes to be yourself sometimes, especially in this world. Like, you have to be fearless. You have to be fearless. And I just appreciated her highlighting those things and not shying away from how hard it is to be yourself sometimes and how much work and dedication it takes to be your best. It is work. But I just think that's dope. And not that I want to be like Beyoncé, but I aspire to be Ciara. I aspire to know myself and love myself the way that I am and push myself in the ways that I feel I need to be pushed or I feel led to be pushed. I want to stand on my own 2 feet and be proud of who I am and how I show up and what I bring into the room. I don't want to be anybody else but myself. I don't want to be anybody else but myself. And I want who I am to speak to other people. Like, I want who I am to resonate and inspire people. I don't want to have to keep up an act. I don't want to have to perform. I want to be who I am, child. Life is already hard. I can't take on a second-time job trying to be somebody else. So yeah, I think that all starts with your mindset. Do y'all see all that flying? Woo. Next thing. Okay, so my next intention for 2023 is I want to focus more on my dreams. As cliche as it sounds, I don't care. I want to focus on my dreams. What 2022 taught me was, child, if you're not happy with what you do every day, take the time to figure out how to change that. And sometimes, not everybody can leave their full-time job, okay, and become a singer or a dancer or, I don't know, a pet shop owner, or an author and sell books or write poetry. You know what I mean? Sometimes we do have to consider the bills, okay, because the bills don't stop. Okay, and you would think that they would consider us and our feelings, but they don't. So I totally understand not being in a position where you're able to stop, drop, and roll and start doing the thing that you want. But learning to make the time, and this gets back to what I felt like I was seeing in the Beyoncé documentaries. Making the time for your dream, putting in that time for what it is that you say you want, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. And the more you do it, the more you show up for yourself and prove to yourself that you can. And it's hard. It's hard. It is hard. It is not easy. It is not easy. And we know that. Nothing is. Nothing is easy. Even settling and sitting where you are, that's not easy. It takes energy to be complacent. It takes energy to deny yourself of what it is that you actually want to do. And if anybody want to argue about that, let's debate. Let's talk about it. So I want to focus on my dreams. I have had dreams of creating and building a platform that focuses in and around wellness and beauty. Like, those things are really important to me. Those things, those topics, anything relating to wellness and beauty fires me up. Like, I automatically am interested. I'm automatically like tapped in and focused and tuned in. Like, I love to talk all things wellness and beauty all of the time. And for a long time, I felt like, girl, that is so simple. Like, what? Like, you don't want to goddamn, okay, find the cure for AIDS or cancer? Like, you want to put on makeup and talk about your feelings? Like, what? And see, that type of self-talk is exactly what I was talking about. That negative self-talk, like putting myself down. Like, when you look good, you feel good. The more you feel good, the better you show up in life. You know what I mean? So it's like, why wouldn't I want to talk about those things? Like, those things are just as important as, find the cure for cancer. Okay, they may not be at the same level, okay, but they're important too. You know what I mean? And I shouldn't have to downplay what it is that I'm really interested or passionate about because of societal expectations, or society makes me feel like what I'm interested in is not really important. Like, no, girl, that's no. If you want to open up a pet shop, child, save the animals, okay? Do that. Do that, and don't let nobody stop you. You know what I mean? If you want to open up a junkyard because you are interested in recycling and making our world more sustainable and eco-friendly, girl, do that. If you want to learn how to do nails, just because you want to learn how to do nails and be a nail tech, then do that. Like, don't let anybody make you feel like what your dream is, or what you want to do is not important or not special or something to laugh at, because it's not. You never know. You never know what's tied up in your dream. Yes, it might start out one way, but it could lead to so many other things. And that is what I'm learning. Like, me stalling and holding my breath and being afraid to be consistent with my YouTube channel and put out, things that I've recorded, put out content, and not just like going for it, has held me back, in more ways than one. You know what I mean? It's not just about becoming a big influencer and having the numbers and the followers and all of that. It's about what I feel like has been placed on the inside of me, what I feel like I've been called to. And I feel like I have tried to ignore YouTube. I have tried to ignore putting myself out there and kind of be behind the scenes or find other ways to do things. And this just keeps coming back up. And I feel like if anybody has something that just keeps coming back up, that is coming back up for a reason. It's coming back up for a reason. And it's coming back up because it's what you're supposed to be doing or focusing on. No matter how big, how small, how lame you might think it is, how embarrassed you might think it might be, like, whatever your ideas are, if it keeps coming up, you need to act on them. You need to act on them. And that's a word for somebody. And here come the devil. Typical. Okay? I knew you was going to do that. I knew that sound was going to come. Whatever it is that has been put on your heart, if it's starting a YouTube channel, girl, do it. This is coming for somebody who is doing the same thing. So do it. Let's do it together. Let's do it together, girl. Follow me. I will follow you. Let's figure it out together. Like, girl, because I have no idea of what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. I am just doing it. So if anybody is starting a YouTube channel, put it down in the comments, girl. Let me follow you. Let's support each other. Because I am here for it. I am here for the solidarity. Okay? And it's Black History Month. Come on now. Let's go. Any and everything that deters me away from chasing after my dreams, whether it's people, whether it's a mindset, whether it is unforeseen things like, people drilling up top of me, I am not allowing those things to stop me from doing what it is that I feel like I need to be doing. And I am not going to settle for not figuring out how to get them done, how to accomplish my dreams. Whether there are financial barriers, physical barriers, I am figuring it out. Again, because I'm not doing this by myself. I am not doing this by myself. I have an army of angels, child. Okay, and every single one of them is on post. Every single one. Okay. And I do not have to feel like I don't know what I'm doing. All I need to do is think about what I want to do, write out how I can attack and execute to the best of my ability, and do it. Everything else, out of my control. Everything else is none of my concern. Okay? It really isn't. And learning to focus on what I can control versus what I can't is also a part of me changing my mindset and going after my dreams. I can't control everything. I can't control everything. And I don't want to, because it's stressful. It's stressful. Trying to control every single thing is stressful. And so I'm just trying to get used to doing what I can and letting everything else do what it's supposed to do. Letting God be God, basically. Because, child, that is a full-time job. If you ever, had one, okay, so be God, child. Y'all lucky. Y'all lucky I ain't God. Because I would have been like, the person you are calling, the number you are dialing, please hang up and try again. We are closed. The doors are closed. Okay? Everything that I've said up until this point, have been just like my intentions and perspective and kind of like how I want to go into this new year, what it is that I'm really focusing on or trying to align myself with. When it comes to my goals, and I think I might do a different video diving deeper into like my actual goals, but in a broader sense, just to give an overview, I do, like I said, want to focus on me and stay in my lane. And like I said, I really feel like that means eliminating the distractions, like I said, the people, all the things, and spending time on my craft, like spending time learning how to navigate and use YouTube, learning how to navigate and use these different editing tools, and learning how to use hashtags and SEO and all those things that come with building a platform, child, because I do not know. It seemed like a full-time job to figure all those things out, but learning how to enjoy what I'm doing, because I do want to do this. I do want to have conversations around topics that I find to be interesting, in the hopes that it connects and resonates with somebody else and pushes them to do whatever it is that, they need to be doing. I'm really a girl's girl. Okay, if you can't tell, I'm really a girl's girl, and I'm here for supporting and pushing and rooting for everybody, especially everybody that's Black. I'm really here for that because it's important, and I feel like when you are able to free yourself, I feel like you should pave the way, pass it forward, and help to free somebody else, because the mental holds that be on people's minds, like the mental holds that just be on, like, it's wild and wicked how crazy your mindset can be if you are not feeding yourself the right things. And I am, again, not a professional yet, okay, because one of my goals for 2023 is to return back to school to pursue a degree in counseling, because I do have dreams of opening up my own private practice. I want to provide therapeutic services for Black and brown women. I'll wait. I want to provide therapeutic services for Black and brown women. I want to open up my own private practice that is tapped in, culturally aware, and sensitive to the needs of Black and brown women. I don't think that we are served enough. I think that there have been great strides in the mental health field, and an acknowledgement that Black women especially don't receive the proper health or quality care that they deserve, that they need. And I want to do my part to help close that gap by going back to school and becoming a therapist. This was something that I didn't just decide. I actually started a master's program for counseling to pursue my marriage and family therapy license years ago, 2014, 2015. I really apologize for the sound, background drilling, if y'all can hear that. If you can't, then God bless you. So I had started a program, but took a break because life was lifing, and there were just so many things that where my attention was going to that I just couldn't keep up with the course load, and I couldn't really stay focused like how I wanted to. And so I've taken a break, an overextended break, but I'm back now, and I just applied to re-enroll into a different program. My nose is itching. And I'm waiting actually to hear back about whether or not I'll be accepted. Now, I know I will be, okay? I'm putting that out there. So now it's just getting my mind ready for what's to come. I am going to take that same dark brown lip pencil to line my lips. We love a multifunctional beauty tool, beauty product. I should have put some chapstick on first. But yeah, I just don't think that Black women get the help that they need. And as a Black woman, I want to offer space for other Black women to feel comfortable enough to really share their true authentic self and to question all of the messages that they've received along their life that either enforce or that either enforces who they are or makes them question if who they think they are really is who they are, if that makes sense. I want to give women the opportunity to rebrand themselves as many times as needed, to not feel shame for what they have done or haven't done, and to not feel like they have to be perfect all the time, even though as Black women, brown women, you do have to be twice as better all the time. We know that. But I think figuring out ways in which you show up and how you do that, like, I want to figure it out. I want to help other women figure it out. So yes, I'm not a professional yet, but it's coming. It's loading. Stay tuned. But yeah, so I want to just focus on me and stay in my lane. And I also want to tap into my own version of that girl energy. So we know that, there have been a lot of examples given of what that girl looks like. There have been a lot of videos made, a lot of routines shared about how to achieve that girl status. I think this is good. I think I'm gonna spray one more time. Got some eye. We could put on a little highlight now. Okay, we can put on a little highlight, child. We might as well do it. What was I saying? There have been a lot of examples and routines and advice and things given around what it is to be that girl. And I really want to personalize my own routine. I want to figure out what it is that I need to do in order to feel like that girl. I'm not necessarily trying to copy anybody's nighttime routine or morning routine, but I want to create my own routine that helps me tap into my own creative genius, that helps tap into my own best self, a routine that I feel allows me to show up as the best, most true version of myself. That's what that girl means to me. It's not necessarily about looking a certain type of way, but feeling a certain type of way. Because again, when you feel good, you do good. You know what I mean? Like, when you feel good, you automatically look good. So I'm not too focused on the, I guess, aesthetics of it all, though I do like me a good aesthetic, child. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna lie. Why would I lie? I enjoy watching those types of videos, okay? And watched one today, sure did. But I really just want to figure out my own little recipe. You know what I mean? I want to learn how to celebrate my own individuality and, bring forth that girl. That's what I want. That is one of my goals for 2023. And loving and accepting who she is, just as she is. You know what I mean? And learning how to better her, enhance her, respect her, honor her. That is what I want. That is what that means to me. And then, like, within that same breath, like I said, like, just finding what works for me. Like, what do I need to do to have a good day? What do I need to do to maintain balance? What do I need to do to feel my best? You know, knowing that there will be days where I won't feel my best, but what can I do to kind of set myself up for the best outcome? You know what I mean? Like, what routines and habits? That's cute. Also, one of the biggest goals, if you couldn't already tell, was choosing joy. Like, I want to choose joy, not happiness, because I feel like happiness is a feeling, an emotion, and feelings are fleeting. You know what I mean? They're temporary. I want something a little bit more permanent, something a little bit more long lasting. And to me, that's joy. I want joy. I want to wake up and feel joy. I want to operate from a space of joy. I feel like if I am feeling that way, then everything that I touch, everything that I do will kind of also, what am I trying to say? What are the words? What are the words? What are the words? What are the words? I feel like if I'm joyful, then my day will be joyful. Let's go with that. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Okay? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. And I appreciate you, sis, for knowing what I'm trying to say, even though I can't get out the words. I appreciate you. You're a real one. But yeah, I want to choose joy and figure out ways that I can exude joy, how I can get joy, how I can hold on to joy, how I can harness it and not let other things subtract or take away from my joy. I want to protect my peace. Okay. I want to protect my peace. I want to protect my peace. This is the final look, y'all. I hope you're talking. I hope I'm not looking like a clown. But if I am, I'm a glittery one, a shining one. Distracted again. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Yes, like I just want to protect my peace and learn how to hold on to that. And if anything, I want to help other people do the same thing. I want other people to feel like they can wake up and despite what they see, despite their circumstances, feel like I have joy, I have peace. So therefore, nothing really can get me down today. Okay, not a bill collector. Okay, not Trump. Okay, not these gas prices. Okay, not the cost of living. Okay, not traffic, not these construction noises. You know what I mean? Like nothing can get me down today. And then the last thing is, kind of like the last thing. Well, I did say I'm gonna return back to school. We already know that. We already been there, done that. Okay, next. The last thing that I want to do is just read more. I made it a goal last year in 2022 to read 12 books, so 1 book a month, which I did achieve. And I really enjoy that. I really enjoy learning. I really enjoy just diving into other people's perspectives and learning how I can take the best parts and implement them into my own life. What I started to do was after I would read a book, kind of like post my summary on my Instagram for those who might be interested in also reading the same book, kind of to give like a synopsis, but also really to hold myself accountable for getting my 12 books in for the year. And I want to continue that, but I want to kind of expand it a little bit. Like I really want to build a community where we can have talks, like a book club, like literally like another version of a book club. I realized that as I was reading these books, that sometimes I would forget what some books were about or forget my favorite parts of books. And I'm definitely the type of person who likes to annotate. I like to highlight. I like to write in my books. And so, which is why I tend to buy books and not like ebooks, because I like to physically highlight and read in and write things in my book. I don't know. I like that. I like paper. I like stationery. I like pens. I like all that. So I found myself forgetting some things. And so I'm like, man, if I could learn how to extend or open up the conversation and engage with other people, it might help me to comprehend and remember some of the things. And so I want to figure out a way to kind of like continue holding myself accountable for reading and learning, but also holding myself accountable for like retaining the information, because I've read some really, really, really good books and have noted different nuggets about each book and have forgotten some of those nuggets. And so I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to do that. So, girl, if you like to read, let me know. Let me know. Let me know, because I would love to have some type of something, some version of a book club where we just talk. We just talk about the book. You know, you do what you would do in a book club. Now, I like to read all types of books. Yes, I love my self-help books. Yes, I love my spirituality books. I also like romance novels. I also like those too. I have not yet gotten into like, what do you call it? Like thriller type books or like detective type books. You know what I mean? It's not really my cup of tea, but I would be open. I would be open if somebody has a really good suggestion for a book like that within that genre. And I'm mad at it. You know, I love to read my fictional and nonfiction books. You know, let me know if you would be open to that, because I am. So call me back. Call me back, friend. Let me know. I just realized that I went this whole video and didn't even introduce myself or say who I am. Y'all probably just like, okay, girl, but like, who are you? Like, what's your name? We don't even know what to call you. My name is Sierra, CC if you know me, and this is my channel. So welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to my little corner of the internet. What can I say? Like, I should have thought about this part. I didn't think about this part. I feel shy. Yeah! I guess to give a background on my channel or what I want this space to be, let's start with that. Okay, so I have had a YouTube channel, I guess, for years. I just never published any videos or put out the content that I had recorded. And this year, I am wanting to actually put out all the things that are in my mind, all the ideas that I have. And so this space, I hope that we can really build a community that is fostered around wellness. Wellness is really important to me, if you could not tell already. So all things mental health, all things that are related to your journey when it comes to feeling balanced, feeling good, feeling well. So that is not limited to just your mindset. It's not limited to you know, just your feelings, but just like, I don't know, having a conversation about life and just getting to the root of why we are the way that we are, but also giving grace and making space for us to become who it is that we want to be. Like, yeah. So all things wellness, all things beauty. As you can see, I'm very much into skincare, all things beauty. I am not a makeup artist, okay? So y'all will be getting the same look every time, okay? We just gonna switch out the products, okay? And until I can learn how to do a little eyeliner, a little cat eye wing or something like that, and apply a little lash, this is what you can expect to see. So if you like this, then stay tuned, because more of this is to come. What else? Fashion, definitely a fashion girl. Is that how they say it? That's not how they say it. Girl. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna stay in my lane, because I can't, it's not coming out like that. It's coming out as girl, not girl. You know the GW? I'm trying to get the GW, and it's giving GI. It's giving GIRL. I wanted to give GWORL, but it's not giving that. So I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna really back in. But yes, all things fashion and lifestyle. That is what this channel will be centered around. And I am located in the DMV area. I'm born and raised in the city. So yeah, that's that. I'm a Pisces okay? March the 13th is my birthday. If you are a Pisces, let me know, because we are upon Pisces season. We are vastly. We are quickly approaching Pisces season, okay? Aquarius, y'all was cute. y'all was cute. However, comma, the Pisces are coming. The queens are coming. The queens are coming. Now, Aquarius, y'all are queens too. The Pisces queens are coming. So yes, I'm a Pisces. So, you know, I'm very creative. I'm very intuitive. I'm very loving and caring. However, I'm also very, we ain't gotta even get into all of that right now. We ain't gotta get into that. This is our first meet, first introduction. Okay, so yes, hi, my name is Sierra. Yes, I like long walks on the beaches. I hope that you do too. I am hoping that from what you see thus far, it was enough to make you want to stick around, or maybe even subscribe to my channel if you want to. I would appreciate it if you did, girl. Maybe even like this video if you want to too. Let me know that you're a real one. Let me know that you're a real one, okay? Support Black girl magic. Be a supporter. So, like I said, if you like this video, I think you kind of did, girl, because you're still here and I appreciate you. So won't you go ahead, like this video, leave a comment, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, girl, because we in this thing together, okay? You talk about starting from the bottom, use a day one, and I appreciate you for that. So if you really enjoyed this video, please send me some love and let me know that you like this video. I look forward to doing more of these types of videos and having more chit chats with y'all, because as you can tell, the girl loves to talk. So yeah, I will see you all in my next video. Watch this. Okay, bye.